The Metro 3, Ergobaby's newest travel stroller with some significant improvements on an already great travel stroller that might make it one of the best on the market today. So let's jump in and talk through the pros, the cons, and hopefully help you decide if this is the right option for your family. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I'm a mom of 3 kids ages 4 and under, and what makes my channel unique is I actually use the strollers with my 3 kids to provide honest reviews from a mom. And be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already because it really helps out a lot, and shop through the link below because there is a discount code for this stroller. Ergobaby has really hit it out of the park with this stroller. The significant improvements they've made from the Metro Plus and Metro Plus Deluxe are amazing, and they're the things, as I talk to parents today, they are looking for in a travel stroller. And they have some features that no other travel stroller has on the market. So let's start with price. This stroller retails for $349, and what you get is the stroller as you see here. Now, I love all the new colors that Ergobaby added and the new materials, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Now, with the stroller, you get so many cool features. So starting out with the handlebar, what makes this stroller so unique and always has is it is one of the only travel strollers on the market with an adjustable handlebar. Now, they changed it to a pivot, which has its pros and cons. I actually loved how the other one came out, but this is actually much easier to adjust, and you still get a really high handlebar height. This is gonna be a great option for tall parents, probably one of the best on the market. It has a nice leatherette detailing here, and then the fold mechanism is here as well. Moving on to the canopy, they have a nice peekaboo window that is magnet. And something Ergobaby did that I've never seen on any travel stroller before is they actually have 3 magnets in the peekaboo window so you can like roll it up. It's one of the coolest peekaboo windows I've seen, and you can see your baby easily with the mesh, which is something I kind of didn't love on the other one, and I just love that you can do a partial open or a full open with these magnets. Now, moving on to the canopy, something I've gotten asked a lot about is have they changed, because a lot of people didn't love how the old canopy clicked. And I will say it does still have a little bits of sound in it, but it is definitely a significant improvement over the Metro Plus. And they have a nice extension in the canopy here that's an easy zipper and comes down, very good coverage. I also love that the canopy does not touch my hand or even come close to it when pushing the stroller. Now, moving on to the seat back, the materials on this stroller are very premium feeling, and I love the padding in the seat back. It's one of the most plush and like comfy feeling seat backs I've used in a travel stroller, and I love that you can actually machine wash this, though it does have to be air dried. It also has a really tall seat back. So if you go straight to the top of the materials, it's like a little bit over 20 inches, but if you go all the way up to the metal backing, it's almost 21. So has a really nice seat back. Now, it's not the most upright I've seen on a travel stroller, but it is more upright than other strollers like the Minu V3. So I did like that, and I found my toddler was very comfortable in it. I love that they have no rethread harnessing, which is great, especially if you're using it with 2 children like I do, and I trade my stroller in and out. It's super easy to adjust, and then it has a good range of like movement, which make it great for newborns, which we'll talk about that newborn recline in just a moment. It has these nice padded harness covers or strap covers, and then you have a buckle that's pretty easy. It did occasionally pop off, and so I did have to feed it, but it does pop in. So it's not like the easiest buckle in the world, but I found overall it was fine, and you can easily click it in here and then just push the button to undo it. So overall, I was really happy with that. And then they do have a nice padding here, and none of the covers fall off. Now, moving down to the footrest, you actually have a really nice, large and supportive lower footrest for your baby. This is gonna be great from about 8 months to 15 to 18 months. And I think that's really nice. This is also where the newborn nest mode comes in, which I'll show you in just a minute. And then you also have a lower footrest, which is great for your toddlers. I was really happy with both. Now, something that's so cool and unique about this stroller is it has a super impressive recline, a newborn compatible recline. So we always used to say with the Metro Deluxe and the Metro Plus that it had a full flat recline. Actually, no strollers sold in the US have a full flat recline just due to regulations, but it does have a newborn recline, which is so nice. And I actually have not used, I didn't have a newborn when I started testing the stroller, but I have used the exact same recline with the Metro Plus in my newborn, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite strollers to travel with because of its bassinet mode, and I still do really like how Ergobaby does it. So let me show you. Before I do though, I wanna show you one of the coolest features of the stroller is they have this magnetic thick mesh portion on the back. It's magnets, it's so smooth, it gives you a lot of nice added airflow, and then you can easily pop it up. A lot of strollers have this like added airflow in the back, but the magnets and the way they did it is just, it's like the peekaboo window, really nice and premium feeling. So to do the newborn nest mode, you're just gonna put the calf rest up, and then you'll unzip it here. Now, a lot of the strollers that have a newborn recline right now are required to have some sort of cover down by the feet. However, something I really love about Ergobaby strollers versus some of the other ones is it's not like a blanket that comes out, it's open. So you have just more, like it's easier to access your baby because you're not having to dig under anything. And I think that's a really cool feature about this stroller. And again, I used it with the older version with my newborn on a trip we went on, and I really, really liked that feature. And you really do have such nice coverage with the canopy as well in this setting. Now, you can fold the stroller with the seat in the recline position, but it cannot have the bassinet mode, so you just unvelcro and snap, and it just stores nice and easily in the footrest, and then you zipper it. So there's also been an improvement in how you adjust the stroller. So previously you had like 2 strings you had to pull. Now you can just pull. And they technically say 1 hand, but I will say I found it's much easier to do with 2 hands. And you just kind of have to play with it a little bit. So I'll pull one side and then tighten the other. You can see it kind of gets stuck. Now this is something that happens with all strollers with near flat reclines, is you have a lot more material, so you do have to kind of pull it behind the seat, and then you can pull it just a little bit tighter and you'll know. But it's pretty upright. I've overall was really happy with it. Now, I will say you can also get a lot of accessories for this stroller, which we're going to talk about the car seat adapter in just a minute, but you can get a snack tray, you can get a bumper bar, you can get a rain cover and a travel bag. So they have a lot of good options that they've made compatible for this stroller. Now, the basket on this stroller has an impressive upgrade of now holding 22 pounds. However, I will say with the larger diaper bags, it's easier to access from the front, but they do have this mesh portion here. So I had to really jam. Now, this is a smaller, this is the medium Dagny Dover diaper bag, and it fits a lot easier, but I was using like my larger CalPack one, and I did have to like really shove it under there just because the wheels come in more on the back, but the ability to hold 22 pounds, and you can fit a large diaper bag in here, is super nice. Now, my least favorite part of the stroller is probably the brake. It's super easy to put on, but to bring it up, it is not the most flip-flop friendly. And so I can do it, but it kind of hurts my feet moving up and down. I have noticed as I've used it more, it's gotten a tiny bit easier. So maybe it's just will like loosen over time, but I do think that that's important to note. Now, Ergobaby is definitely talking about the improved push on the stroller. And you can actually see they've added suspension to this travel stroller, which is super rare to see. Now, I did take this stroller on a large variety of terrains, including on a completely gravel, bumpy trail, and it did actually pretty well. Don't get me wrong, it's not the smoothest ride, but this is definitely going to be able to take cobblestone and other things, and the wheels are actually the same size as the Menu V3, which I'm actually going to be comparing this stroller to very soon, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and let me know if there's any other comparisons you'd like to see as well. Now, this stroller on Ergobaby's website says it weighs about 16.7 pounds, but when I weighed it, it was about 17 pounds. So it's not the lightest and also not the heaviest. I found overall it was comfortable. Now, let me show you the fold on this stroller because it now has an auto fold. So there's going to be 2 buttons you're going to push on the handlebar here, and then you just kind of push it in and it closes just like that. And you do have a little carry handle that's nice and padded here in the seat. And again, it weighs around 17 pounds, so it's overall pretty lightweight and easy to put in and out of your trunk. Now, it's not the smallest fold, which means it may not fit in the super small airplane. So it's gonna fit in most like standard planes, but the smaller like hopper planes, it might be too big and you may have to gauge check it. So something to keep in mind, but overall it is a nice compact stroller and will fit in many overhead bins. And then to open the stroller, they do claim you can do it one-handed. And it is just the 2 buttons, which I love. I love it when you don't have a lever, but to kind of fling it, it sometimes gets stuck. So I found that second hand was sometimes helpful, but overall it is a pretty easy unfold as well. Another improvement Ergo made to the Metro 3 is you can now use the car seat adapters without removing the seat. That was probably my biggest downside on the old Metros, was the fact that you had to take the seat off because it's just not convenient as a parent while traveling, and this is a game changer. Now you're just gonna pop them in on each side, and this will be the same place where the bumper bar will go and the other accessories you can purchase like the snack tray, and they both pop in and then recline the seat a little bit. And it is compatible with Nuna, Cybex, Maxi Cozy, Kleck, a bunch of different car seats. It does not work with Kiko and Graco as the former one did. So that's just something that is good to note, but you can see it is a great travel system with the addition of these car seat adapters, and you can fold the stroller with the car seat adapters attached. I would just take them off if you're doing air travel and you're gonna be putting them in the overhead bin because it does stick out a little bit, but great for everyday use. Now, one question I'm getting asked a lot on Instagram and TikTok is whether the Metro 3 will work with a rider board, and it sadly will not. Now, that's something we love the Metro Plus for. It had that nice expandable handlebar that your child could tuck into. So right now, Ergobaby is still planning on selling the Metro Plus and the Metro Plus Deluxe, so you can get either of those and get the rider board. It's a great combo. Or if you don't need the rider board, I think the Metro 3 is definitely worth it for the upgrades, and be sure to check out my short where I'll kind of go into those details. Oh, and one more thing, my discount code does stack on anything sold on the Ergobaby site. So who is the Metro 3 best for? Honestly, this is a great travel stroller, and especially with my discount, it is at a very good price point. I think the magnetic peekaboo window, the extendable canopy, the upright padded seat, the newborn recline, and the easy auto fold, oh, and the fact that it holds 22 pounds in the basket make it a great travel stroller. Now, if you're someone who's looking for a stroller that's gonna fit in pretty much every overhead bin, this may not be the best option, especially if you're regularly going on those like smaller planes. However, for most people, this stroller is gonna give you that versatility that you need to be able to travel, including working with car seat adapters and the snack tray at a really good price point. So I think this could be a really good option. Please let me know if you have any questions below, and thanks for watching.